So if you guys are anything like me, it's really confusing when you start looking at all the new safety features, things that we haven't ever seen on vehicles that we've owned before. What does all of this stuff mean? All these acronyms, all these safety terms and everything. In the Nissan Frontier in particular, I thought I'd just go over a couple of things that I have learned so far, and maybe this video will help somebody out. So first of all, if you can see up here, I'm going to zoom in on the dash display here. So right up here, this cruise control icon. Now that one looks very familiar because that's the cruise control icon that you'll see in just about any vehicle these days. But if you hold down your on and off button, you'll see that it now changes. See, now it has an icon here that looks like a little pickup truck, and that is when you know that your intelligent cruise control is on. So when that icon is showing on the display, you use the buttons here to set the cruise control speed that you want normally, but then you can use this button to set how much distance you want the vehicle to keep between you and the vehicle in front of you. And I have found that it's really simple to use, and it actually works really well. Now, I've never had a vehicle with intelligent cruise control before, so it's very unnerving at first, and obviously this is not a feature that you want to rely on to keep you out of an accident. But if you're out on the interstate and you're just cruising on a long trip, it's really handy because it saves you from having to hit the brake and then hit resume and then hit the brake and then hit resume. You can just use this feature, set the distance that you want, and the vehicle does a really good job of keeping that distance between you and the traffic in front of you. And I have actually seen it slow the vehicle all the way down to a crawl before when traffic stopped ahead of us. So it works pretty good. And the intelligent cruise control is a pretty neat feature. Now then, if you hit this left and right arrow button, you can go over to the screen that says driving aids, and you can see how it has forward, blind spot detection, and then over on the right side it says lane. That's your lane keeping assist. And so the lane keeping assist does what it says. If it sees that you are straying out of your lane of travel, the steering wheel will vibrate. You'll get a little bit of an icon up here on the screen too, but you'll also feel vibration, like haptic feedback almost in the steering wheel. So kind of alerts you that, hey, you're running out of your lane. And then of course the blind spot detection will give you icons out here in the mirror and on the dash if someone is traveling in the lane next to you in your blind spot. So that's really handy, especially for pickup trucks. And then of course you have the forward crash detection alert too. So if it detects that traffic ahead of you is stopping, then you can get notified, hey, time to do something about this. And the way that you can turn this stuff on and off, of course, is to go over to the settings page, and where it says driver assistance, you can hit enter, and then you can go down through here and you can turn those things on and off, whatever you want to do. So another really awesome suite of safety features. And again, this stuff comes with the technology package. Some of this equipment comes with the convenience package. If you're going to get one of these Frontier pickups, I highly recommend you get the SV trim so that you can get the tech package and the convenience package. Just those two packages make this truck one of the most nicely equipped trucks that you can possibly get in the mid-size segment. And then down here below, of course, you have your dual zone automatic climate control. So this is one of my very favorite features in a vehicle, because obviously you can just hit the auto button and you can turn the dial to whatever temperature you want, and you don't have to touch it anymore. The system will take care of everything for you. Of course, if you're in say really bad weather and you need defrost quickly, you do have a dedicated button for defrost and a dedicated button to defog your exterior mirrors, which is really nice. And then you can switch between recirculated air and outside air very quickly with dedicated buttons as well. There's dedicated buttons for your mode and your compressor on and off and your fan speed. So you still have buttons to rely on for those of us who are kind of old-fashioned, I guess. But I really like the auto feature. I find myself just hitting the auto button, setting the temperature where I want it, and then I just leave it there. except for really nice days. On really nice days, I turn it off and then I roll the window down. But this feature is super awesome, especially when we're not in the summertime. You know, in that fall and in the spring when the temperature changes is what I'm trying to say. It's not regulated, changes a lot outside during that time of the year. You know, a lot of fluctuation, that's the word I'm looking for. And so when the temperature outside is going up and down so much that time of the year, that's a really cool feature. You also have the heated steering wheel and the heated seats left and right that you can turn on high or low. And I find in the wintertime, guys, when you're outside working, shoveling snow, whatever you're doing out there, and your hands get freezing cold, you get in the truck and turn that heated steering wheel on, man, and it's just super nice to be able to warm your hands right there in the truck. So again, this is just stuff that comes with the convenience package, and I highly recommend it. The truck is telling me it's going to turn off now to save the battery. This truck is a little smarter than I am, I guess, because I didn't realize the battery was getting low. It's only been off for about 5 minutes. You can probably adjust the amount of time there that it will go before it does that, I'm sure, because up here in this standard 8-inch display, you have all kinds of settings that you can go through, and you can change, you know, like camera resolution or contrast, I mean, and there's all kinds of different settings. You can change the layout of the home screen and all that. If you get the Pro 4X, or if you get the premium package on the SV, you get a 9-inch screen, but it looks basically just like this. So very minor changes there. Now, of course, you do have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay too, so that's kind of nice. I like where they put the USB port. I'm planning on putting a wireless charging pad down here. I'm going to clean this junk out, put a wireless charging pad there, and hook it up to this USB port so that when I'm in the truck, I can just lay my phone down here and keep it charged up wherever I'm at, keep it out of the way. So that's super awesome. But yeah, I mean, the interior on this truck is so nice. I really love what they did with the console, with the big cubby here, big cubby there. You still got the console bin, you still got 2 cup holders, but they just made such nice use of the little bit of space that they've got in here. And I hear that Jeep is probably going to be updating the console on the Gladiator and the Wrangler JL within the next 1 model year for the JL and within the next 2 model years for the JT. And they really need to. I hope they adopt something that looks similar to this, because this is really nice. This is about the best that you can do, a mid-size console with what little bit of space you've got. So kudos to the people at Nissan. You guys knocked it out of the park on this truck. The interior is beautiful, extremely functional, great safety features. I found that my insurance rates actually went down with this truck. It was a brand new truck and everything. I was expecting my insurance to go up, but because of all these awesome safety features, my insurance rates actually went down with this truck. So that's a pleasant surprise too. I'm saving money on gas and insurance and maintenance, because this truck came with 2 free years of maintenance. So I don't have to touch it during the entire 2-year lease. All I have to do is put gas in it and go. Super great. I love it. And the seats are what they call zero gravity seats. Don't really know exactly what that means, because they just feel like seats to me. But I will say I did the 15-minute afternoon nap test over here on this side of the truck in the passenger seat today, and it passed with flying colors. I was able to lay that seat back a little bit, and it was actually one of the more comfortable seats I've ever napped in. So it passed the nap test with flying colors. Good job, Nissan. Yeah, I really like this truck though. And you know, I'm learning how to use this safety stuff. There goes the power turned off. But anyway, so one of the other questions that some guys have is, with these safety features and with the sonar system on the front bumper and the rear bumper, what happens when you hook up a trailer? You know, this truck has what they call emergency braking, or automatic emergency braking. It does that in the forward direction and the rearward direction. So if it senses that you're about to back up into something, it will actually stop the truck. It'll apply the brakes. So if you hook up a trailer to a truck that has that feature, it'll make those sensors think that you're going backwards into something, and it'll just give you all kinds of problems. Well, Nissan thought about that, and over here there is a button right here, and if you press that button, it will temporarily deactivate that system. So if you're going to tow with the truck, hook something up to the trailer, or excuse me, hook a trailer up to the truck, all you got to do is press that button, and then you won't have any issues with that rear sonar system. The parking aid will temporarily be defeated so that the truck won't alert you and drive you crazy and hit the brakes on you and all that kind of stuff. So they did think of that. Anyway, like I said, you know, guys my age and older, we have a hard time adapting to this new technology. So if you have questions about any of the features on this truck or how to use them, hit me up, put a comment below, let me know, and I'll try to show you exactly what you're wanting to see. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out. Talk to you later.